This is about converting ATRAC music to MP3. Many of us owned ATRAC players, which was a facility devised by Sony. Now they've dropped it. I'm going to talk about how to convert from a high MD recorder, music that's on a high MD recorder, back into MP3. This music was mostly recorded using the quick burner facility that Sony supplied for converting a CD to ATRAC music. Unfortunately, it usually did not supply anything about the artist and title. You only had things like track 1, track 2, track 3 for the names of each song, and you could in fact yourself go in if you had the time and fix all that, which I didn't. Okay, so you got this music on one of these little discs. The first thing is to connect the high MD recorder to the computer and move the music back onto the computer to the Sonic Stage library. That's pretty much something, if you're into it, you know how to do. Okay, at that point, you can run the conversion tool supplied by Sony. The music is sent to My Documents, My Music, another subfolder. The problem is that when the music is converted, the naming convention for the files are very hard to follow. In some cases it's a date and time, in some cases it's like track 1, track 2, track 3. In any case, there's a good chance for creating a duplicate if you try to push that right into your other library, because you're probably going to you might have a track 1 already there. Therefore, I developed a Power Basic program that takes the current group, and using a file containing a control number, I convert all the file names to a generic group. For example, let's say there's 10 show tunes, and they're named track 1 through track 10. Well, my program asks you for a prefix, in which case, let's say I use the word show, and then it adds a continuously advancing number. So now I have show 1511, show 1512, show 1513. I admit this isn't the best solution, but at least it's something that you can cope with and maybe over time improve. The next step after that is to run a program called the MP3 tag editor, which will move the file name to the MP3 title tag for this group, so that the name, for example, show 1511, will be both in the title and in the file name. Now then, I've got a clean group. They're all uniquely numbered and named. There's no chance for the show 1511, for example, to be repeated because of the process that I have of a continuous number. Finally, I take all this stuff and copy it from the library, the conversion library, to wherever I keep my MP3 music. Obviously, it's better to have artist, title, album, but for situations where you have a lot of ATRAC discs that don't have this at least puts you in a position to have a reasonable numbering system that you can manage and in fact improve. I have several other improvements on this, other programs on this that I could talk about. But if you're interested, you can email me at tomcroto@tomcroto.com. Hey, thanks for watching. Goodbye.